Hello and welcome back to another science lesson with Miss Hines. Now, we've finished our life cycle of a frog and we've gone through the 5 stages in the life cycle of a frog. But before we get into today's lesson, I want you to go and gather a few items. So you're going to need your workbook, you're going to need a pair of scissors, a bottle of glue, and you can either use markers or crayons for this activity. Now, before we get into today's activity, let's do a quick review. So I want you to open your workbook to the first page. We had stage 1 in the life cycle of a frog, and we know that in stage 1 are the eggs. Then when we turn our page, we came to stage 2, which was the tadpole. Then we know that the tadpole continues to grow and it gets bigger and bigger. And then it becomes a tadpole with hind legs or back legs. After stage 3, we have stage 4, the froglet, where the front legs grow in and his gills start to disappear and his lungs appear instead. And he's looking more and more like a frog in this one. Then comes the last stage, stage 5, the frog. He doesn't have a tail anymore and he lives on land now. So now that we know the 5 stages in the life cycle of a frog, today's activity is going to be this worksheet. Now, I've stuck it in, so you need to peel it out carefully, take off that tape. We don't need it. Now let's look at our worksheet closely. The first thing we're going to do is read these instructions. It says, color and cut out the pictures and paste them in order. So, these are the pictures at the bottom. Can you find the eggs for me? Great. Can you find the tadpole for me? I'll turn it this way so you can see. Find the tadpole. Okay, good job. Can you find the froglet for me? Remember, the froglet has back legs and front legs, and he still has that tail. Great work. Can you find the frog? Ah, that was easy peasy. Now that you've helped me identify the pictures, I'm going to flip the worksheet back. Can you help me find the number 1? Nice work. What about number 2? Nice. Number 3? Great job. And number 4. Nice work. So, once you're finished coloring your pictures, you're gonna then cut them out with your scissors, and then we have to place them in order before we stick them on. So, let's get to coloring. Alright, now that we've finished coloring the froglet, the tadpole, and the frog, I left my eggs like this. We are gonna get our scissors. Now remember, thumb, pointer finger, and middle finger. So 2 fingers in the bottom, 1 finger on top. And that thumb must always be looking at you. It should not be looking at the ground. Now what I would like you to do is hold your paper on the side like this. You're gonna take your blades, open them, and line them up on this black line. So this black line here, line it up on that. And we're gonna cut a straight line. Open and shut is the way we cut. Keep going until you get to the end of that line. Great job. So we've got our worksheet, our main worksheet over here, and now we've got our pictures. Now I would like you to look really closely. Do you see how there's a dotted line that's going across here? I want you to turn your paper on the side. See how I'm holding it like this? Open your scissors and line it up on that dotted line. And you're gonna cut straight across. Just like that. Then you're gonna move your hand down because we're gonna cut on this line now. Open those scissors. Line it up. Great job. So we've got one picture cut out so far. Picture of the frog. Move your hand across again. Open those scissors and cut. Nice work. We've got the tadpole. Move that hand across. Open those scissors and cut. We've got a froglet. Last picture, I'm going to turn it this way. I'm going to hold this side now. I'm going to cut on this line. Open and cut. All right, I'm going to get rid of these extra pieces because I don't need those. Now, remember we said that on the top of the worksheet, there are numbers. So you helped me look for the number 1, the number 2, the number 3, and the number 4. So for this worksheet, there are only 4 stages that we're looking at. So we have to find stage 1. Can you remember which picture shows us stage 1? What comes first in the life cycle of a frog? Yes, you're right. The eggs. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull my workbook across so you can see the paper a little better. I'm going to take the eggs and I'm just going to place it on the number 1 because that's where I want to stick it when I'm ready for sticking. So I have my glue here. Don't forget the glue. Now we know stage 1 are the eggs. What comes after the eggs? Is it the frog? Is it the tadpole? Or is it the froglet? Nice, you guys are thinking. You're right, it is the tadpole. So this one is stage 2. So I'm gonna put him on number 2. I wonder. Which picture comes next? So we have stage 1 are the eggs. Stage 2 is the tadpole. What is stage 3? Is it the frog or is it the froglet? Right. Smart cookies. It is the froglet. So I'm going to put him on number 3. And that leaves one picture left, which is the frog. And he goes on the number 4. All right, so now it's time to stick them down. So let's open that glue. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna flip over the eggs and I'm gonna do a line around the edge. Very carefully stick it down on that number 1. So we said stage 1 are the eggs. Then we're gonna move to stage 2, which is the tadpole. Flip him over. Apply that glue. And we're gonna stick him down on the number 2. Right, so stage 2 was the tadpole. Stage 3 came the froglet. So flip him over. Apply that glue. Nice work. Last one. Stage 4 is the frog. All right. And there we have it, the completed worksheet. If you want to do a few extra things, you can color your arrows in different colors. I really hope you had fun doing this exercise with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye!